Hello, welcome to the No Rest for the Vivid podcast. My name is Claire Hill. I am your host. I am a self-belief and business coach, founder of the Vivid Business Club, and I am here to deliver lots of value for you today. I've worked it out why you keep avoiding things, why those things are always put to the bottom of the pile. So let's paint a picture. Imagine right now, or you might not have to imagine, might have been your day today, that you were sitting with a to-do list. So potentially you started a to-do list today and you thought, right, I'm going to get that shit done. I'm going to get that really annoying thing done on my list today. I'm going to beat it. It's going to be what I do, right? However, something sparked your interest in your emails. And you thought, oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just quickly send that email quickly. Won't take me long. Oh, hold on. There's another email that I should respond to. I'll quickly do that before I do the shit task that I don't want to do. All sorted. Yep. Oh, right now, before I do that, I've just remembered I need to call the vets to pick up my flea treatment. And literally, this happened to me today. Right, I'm going to pick up my phone, call the vets. Oh, hold on. There's a message there from my husband. Oh, I'll quickly go and read that. Yep. Oh, that's made me think about something else. While I'm here, I might as well just do the shopping list so it's done. Might as well, yeah. So I'll do the shopping list. Okay. Right, I've done that. Right, put the phone down, get on with something else. What was I supposed to do? Oh, that was it. I was supposed to ring the vets. Ring the vets. Work out. Right. So then I can't go to the vets when I wanted to. Okay. So I've got to change my order of things in my to-do list. All right. Well, so I've wasted a bit of time here. So what shall I do? I'm going to spend a little bit more time right now reorganizing my whole day for tomorrow. I'm literally looking at it as I've done today. I actually haven't avoided anything today. I'm just painting the picture for you. So you're looking, okay. So I've got to sort that. All right, that shit job that I was supposed to do is still not there. Still not done, sorry. Still not done. Look, it's nearly lunchtime now. I might as well go and have some lunch. I will do that thing tomorrow. I'll do that thing. Tell me if you're live or you watch this later, what do you avoid? If you're listening to the podcast, I want to know, what is it that you put on this list that goes to the bottom of the pile? Tomorrow goes to the bottom, goes to the bottom, goes to the bottom. I worked with someone who she was really organized, actually. She was just so quirky and cool, and I really looked up to her because she was like deputy head teacher, and at that time I was like the equivalent of a year head, and I had my sights on being an assistant head. So this was my old life as in education, and I was like, I'm gonna be Vicky. I want that office. I'm gonna be her. And she sat me down one day and said, you know what? I don't write anything in my diary. And I said, oh, you don't write anything in your diary. When you were like part of like the leadership team, or that, maybe I was assistant head actually. No, I wasn't. Anyway, that's by the by. See, I've interrupted myself. Anyway, I write down on these big A4 diaries. She said, I never write in them. What I do is I write on post-it notes. If I don't get things done, okay, avoid them, I can move the post-it note. It makes me feel loads better about it. And I thought, oh, that's a good tip, isn't it? And then I started running my own business. And do you know what I've learned from doing that? Nothing gets done. The shit doesn't happen. The stuff that moves your business forward to give you the business that you dream of, the one that gives you freedom, money in your pocket, working wherever you want, beautiful house, your own office, fancy clothes, perfume, boom, boom, all of those adventures that you want to go on, right? That don't come unless you get that shit done. So I'm sorry, Vicky. I'm sure you will never listen to this, but I do not agree with moving things around. You are avoiding them. And why? Why are you avoiding that big thing on your list? Now, for me, when I look, by the way, this is all about my masterclass on Monday, 8th of July. If you're listening to this as this podcast is going out, it's out the day. Now, hold on. It's on this Monday coming. If you're live, it's Monday the 8th. Get your free ticket. If you're on the podcast, get your free ticket. It's in the show notes. But I am the queen of productivity. I will make anybody more efficient and productive with my easy and speedy tools. Now, I just emphasize the easy and speedy. You know why they're easy and speedy? Because if I can blag something and I can get around something because it might take too long, my doubt tells me that's not very efficient, Claire. So you might as well not do that tool because we've got too much stuff going on. Anyone else do that? Avoid planning. There's too much going on. There is too much to do. I haven't got time to plan to do it. When you're like really overwhelmed and you're like, I cannot be bothered. It's going to increase my workload by doing a to-do list. I'm sorry, I've got to get, if you're watching this on the video, I've got to fidget again, constantly fidgeting. I feel like sometimes when I'm talking about something that makes me feel uncomfortable, and my doubt is like, you sussed me out. Remember, our doubts are not us. My doubt is called Clara, and sometimes I think she makes me feel a bit like uncomfortable because she's like, oh, she's worked me out. She sussed it. She knows how much of a sneaky bitch I am. I've got you, Clara. Don't you think? I'm never letting my doubt get in my way ever again. That's why I bloody teach it. That's why I'm a self-belief coach. Anyway, over here, I forgot where I was looking then. I'm looking there. Over here, I've got the biggest whiteboard. It's the biggest you can get. So, well, actually, I think I probably had a bigger one in the classroom, but it's massive. Okay. And on this, I have so much stuff I've got to do. And I section it out. And I'm very organized with it. Okay. So none of this is overwhelming, but I'm looking at my this week. The one thing that was on my list this week to do was my content plan. I avoid it all the time. I'm going to let you into why I avoid it. Anyone else avoid doing their content plan? Anyone else avoid giving yourself ample time to create content for social media that has power and intention and is linked to a product or a service you're selling and talks directly to your ideal customer? I mean, everybody says that that's the way to get the sales, isn't it? Who avoids doing that? Who avoids creating any content at all? And I have heard the best excuses for this, by the way, and they are excuses because I've used them myself. I don't like planning my content because I like to do it on the fly. I do it like to be like, what's the word? I like to go with the flow. I like to, oh, bugger, what's the word? I like to do it. I like to do it. This is awful concept for a podcast. What am I saying? I like to be spontaneous. Done it. Is this you? Jennifer is live on Instagram. I like to be spontaneous. I like to be like, yeah, I've just got this amazing thought in my head. I'm just going to post it. Oh, I'm so good at it. And I can just post. Blagger. I can't be called a basic, a blagger, Barry Blagger, because that's basic Barry. I need another B name. Blagger Bob. Bob's my robot. Anyway, I'm distracting myself. You see, this is my doubt. This is my doubt distracting me because I'm onto her. Anyway, I'm a blagger. I am 100% blagger and I can wing anything. It's like my superpower, but that doesn't grow a business. Anyone else, a last minute Linda, who leave everything to the last minute and you go, oh, I can't do anything unless I'm under pressure. Can't do anything unless I'm under pressure. I work at my best when I'm under pressure. Anyone else? Right? You know why you're doing that? Because you're addicted to the adrenaline, or your body thrives off the adrenaline and you go into survival mode when you are doing the Madoku's watching live has just said, mate, yep. Last minute. As I'm talking about this, I can see lots of Vivid Business Club members and my clients in my head as I'm talking about it. But one of the things that we do, it is laughable. I like doing things on the fly. I'm just so spontaneous. I thrive when everything's last minute. But our body, is in survival mode when that adrenaline is released. Okay. So you feel like really excited. You feel really like, yeah, let's go for it because you're full of adrenaline. You can work really hard. But what's that doing to your body? What's that doing to your hormones? You are draining your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands at the end of that stage is like, oh my God, she's still going. I'll tell you what, I can't do this. These little adrenal glands that sit above your kidneys, they've both got their own little personalities. So they're going, bloody hell, she's a nightmare. Such a last minute Linda. I can't be asked for this. Let's burn her out. Let's make her ill. Let's make her lay in bed because I can't do this all the time. What happens when you are pushing yourself all of the time? When you are last minute Linda, push, 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 bang, your body makes you rest, doesn't it? Hands up, who has pushed themselves past that point, ended up in bed with a cold or stomach issues? Mate, two thumbs, me. That's what I do. I used to have laryngitis, or I'd say every couple of months. Every couple of months, I would have laryngitis, and it would just come back again and again and again, and I'd lose my voice, and then I'd push through it, and again and again, and it was my body going, "Stop talking, love, stop it!" Like when I've had laryngitis, my voice just goes gone. But I haven't had laryngitis properly. Sometimes it tickles and goes, "Ooh." So that's laryngitis. Larry the lurker. He lurks around the corner of my voice box going, do you think you should God, I've got a little hand sticking out of my throat. Um now, so this is why I love doing a live stream on Instagram, because Madoka has just said, I feel I want to run away when I get that stage. Why do you want to run away, Madoka? Because your adrenaline is pumping into your body and you are in fight, flight, or freeze mode, or fawn. When we get like this, fawn is the other reaction where we keep everyone comfortable. Let's say yes to everything. People please. Yes, let's keep you calm because I couldn't possibly have you feel uncomfortable, wind me up, because let's be honest, I've got enough on my plate right now. It all makes sense, doesn't it? We're all in these, this is what we get used to until someone like me goes, no, stop it. Stop. We are not doing this anymore. I refuse to let you be a last minute Linda. I refuse to have you sabotage your business by not planning efficient time to do something that moves your business forward. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse for this to happen for you. Refuse. Because I know a better way. And I do. You know why? Because I am the queen of procrastination. Well, I used to be. I used to procrastinate over everything. I'll tell you what, my favourite thing to procrastinate over, I used to be like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry all the time. Why am I hungry all the time? Because I was procrastinating eating. Oh, I was tired, so tired, procrastinating, feeling tired. I'd have a cry, upper limit problems. Please read The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Oh my God. Like I would start a row to avoid stuff. Avoid, 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 avoid. Now, the reason I had such severe procrastination levels and avoidance and lack of productivity was because my self-worth was zilch. Near enough, like the self-worth of a paper bag. Actually, I'm going to say self-worth of a double dipped tea bag. That is how little self-worth I had. I had no self-esteem. I was still like, I'm definitely an introverted extrovert. So I'm like when I'm working and I'm like when I'm like I love it. And I am quite confident in how I speak to people and get my point across and talking and that. But then I love to go and get in my little cave and just go, I don't want to talk to anybody. Thank you very much. And I'm fine with that. Like that's who I am. But my talking, like on the outside, oh my God, she's so confident. Like she's knows her stuff and blah, blah, blah. But back in the day, like back then, even when I was a teacher, I was covered in imposter syndrome. Oh my God, imposter syndrome used to suffocate me. So what did I do? I used to procrastinate and avoid doing the work that meant I would progress, because then I was safer. Because every time I moved forward and was trying to, like my drive and my motivation and my, that part of me was like, you're made for more, Claire. Let's go. I would feel that. And then as soon as that list was there, oh my God, and by the way, how much dopamine do you get when you do a list? Oh, loved it. Let me plan everything out and never bloody do anything on it. Anyone else? Who's got a million lists? Who's got notebooks full of lists that they've done nothing with? I'm going to make a list of all the jobs that need to be done around the house. Oh God, how therapeutic is that? I am going to take my list to every room in the house. How productive am I? Da, 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 da. On a Sunday when I get up. Oh, what shall I do? This, by the way, this is the old me, not me now, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to teach it to you, would I? But oh, I tell you what, it's Sunday morning. What shall I do? Watch shit on TV? Yeah, shall I do the jobs that will make me feel really accomplished and fantastic? No. Like, just avoid all those things all the time. So as soon as my imposter syndrome would be screaming at me, I would start to avoid more and more. And it just got so loud and sticky and yuck and horrendous when I became my own boss. It became so much worse. I couldn't distract myself with enough busy work anymore. I was talking about this today. I was a guest on someone else's podcast and I was saying, like, when I started working on my own away from that huge school with 200 staff around me and 1,200 students, it was quiet, but it got louder in my head because I couldn't distract myself from all the doubt and all of the critical voice. How horrible I was to myself was incredible. I was just beating myself up all of the time because I had such little self-worth. So the one thing, and I've gone around the houses a little bit. The one thing I want you to know is that you avoid the things that move you forward because you don't feel worthy of the success that's coming when you complete them. I was going to say that again, but I don't know if I can get the exact words out. Let's try. You are avoiding the things that are going to move you forward because your self-worth doesn't feel worthy enough of the success that doing those jobs will bring. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. So let me introduce to you again the procrastination loop, because you have your procrastination at the top. Okay. We start procrastinating, we start avoiding, we start doing busy work, we start thinking, oh, I can't focus, do this, can't focus, do this, can't focus, and you're scattered. You know that feeling where you literally are putting one thing down, you've got three things on the go, and as you're putting one thing down, you're like, I still haven't finished that. And you're like, you're trying to multitask because you've got this pressure of getting everything done because like time is running out. And you're just like, I've got to do everything at once, right? That feeling, oh my God, the scattered feeling is like, I think it's the worst. It's like your brain rips into pieces, okay? So that procrastination, that links to your self-trust getting a right battering. I'm asking you, like, can you trust yourself to do the stuff that you believe is possible for you? Not do you believe it, do you trust that you can get those things done? If you've got a to-do list right there, do you trust that you can complete that to-do list on that day? When you write it, do you ever say, am I actually going to get that done? I bet a lot of the time you're like, if you really ask you that question, you're like, no. And actually, I want to make you aware of that. Like, ask yourself, can I really get this done today? Look at your schedule. Is it even possible? Are you setting yourself up to fail? And I'll tell you why. I tell you why you set yourself up to fail, because as soon as you stop trusting yourself that you can get something done, your self-belief decreases. If you can't trust that you can get something done, you won't believe you can get it done. So what happens? Your doubt gets louder. Your doubt gets really loud, really critical. You stop beating yourself up about it. And then guess what happens? You procrastinate more. And you sit in this loop going round and round and round. Procrastination, lack of self-trust, less self-belief, more doubt, procrastinate more, bang, bang, bang. And you can just get stuck. And that feeling is like you're getting suffocated. It's like it's choking you. because you cannot find a way out of how suffocating it is. In your head, you've got all those amazing dreams in front of you. You can see the goal. You've done the visualizations. You've done the affirmations. You're meditating. You're journaling, doing all of that shit that actually does count, by the way. You're doing all of that. You're moving your body. You're showing up. And you're still procrastinating. You're still not getting the stuff done that moves the needle forward because your self-worth is telling you that you're not worthy of that success. And then you procrastinate more and more until you find me. Da, 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 da. I am here to tell you that there is another way. And I want you to really like take this in right now. If there is a chance that my masterclass on Monday, which is completely free, that is going to double your not double procrastination, no, double your productivity. If you like that free masterclass is 25 minutes, not even a full hour. You know why? Because I'm not going to waste your time. If they're easy and speedy, why am I going to spend an hour doing it? Come on. We're in, out, shake it all about. We don't want to be messing about with our masterclasses when we're talking about productivity. I actually, do my market research about this masterclass, and that, good. I love all the women in the online space, most of them. There's some that wind me up, but just speaking honestly, there was this one woman, I just found her, that she said that she could overcome, she was like the productivity queen. And I saw she had a free masterclass for 90 minutes. And I think, yeah, 90 minutes. I was like, 90 minutes? No, I ain't got time for that. I want to get in and out, mate. Easy, speedy. That's what I'm all about. So 25 minutes on Monday. What if I give you the power through easy and speedy tools to double your productivity in 7 days? Imagine that feeling. Imagine the feeling, right? You sit down at your desk and you're like, what am I doing today? Oh, yeah, I planned my day yesterday for today. The list is already there. You're all organized. You get started. You put your timer on. Bang. Have a lovely break. Have a cup of coffee. Bang. Another load done. Tick, tick, dopamine all over the place. Yeah, you bloody swimming in the dopamine, feeling good. You're feeling happy. You're getting all of those endorphins because you're successful and you're accomplished and you feel like fucking badass. You are the boss because you are productive. You are accomplished. You know what the fuck you're doing. And I just want to say, right, you got your shit together. And do you know why I know you got your shit together? Because you've got enough confidence to decide what that means for you. Not what other people say, not what Tom down the road reckons is the right thing for you, or Uncle Barry, good old basic Uncle Barry over there, or Auntie Maureen who needs I was going to say a new wig. What the frig? Sorry. And my first thing that came into my head was Auntie Maureen that needs a new cat. So wig, jumper. Anyway, Auntie Maureen, not what they decide is for you to have your shit together, what you decide. You show up with confidence because you know where you're going, you know how to get there, you're productive as hell, you are bringing in the money because you gives you capacity to be your real, true, vivid version of yourself. Your self-belief soars, your doubts going down, you know how to get shit done, your business is moving forward, and then you can stick your fingers up at all of those people that were like, how's your little business doing? Oh, look at me. Da, 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 da. That is what I can give you in my masterclass. So sign up. Simple as that. While I know that I'm live streaming the podcast on Instagram, but I just was noticing that there was a couple of comments. So I just wanted to go back. Jennifer says she has 5 notebooks on the go at the moment. Okay, babe. Have they each got a purpose? Victoria says, imposter syndrome didn't get louder, but all the things I needed to do in my business did. Imposter syndrome didn't get louder, but all of the things in my business I needed to do in my business did. I don't know if I understand that, but I think I know. I mean, I know you very well, Victoria, so I think I know what you mean, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, Jennifer, that's you. Suffocating and choking. Crazy, isn't it? And this is the thing. There was a really vivid moment, a really vivid memory of me, I would say just under 4 years ago when it was really, really bad. And all of these tools that I know to get me productive comes from like my studying in self-belief, all of the doubt, imposter syndrome, fear about nervous system, my master's degree, which was a real focus on trauma-informed support. All of these things, and also like my 20 odd years working with like teaching people in education, teaching young kids, supporting people to be their best version of themselves in the support sector. Like I've been in this game for a long time, like 23 years. I've been helping people become the best versions of themselves, the most vivid versions of themselves. And over that time, I work with people that I've worked with people that have a huge workload, and one of the big things is that workload dictated by you or other people? Even if you've got your own business, how many things on your list are shoulds? And the reason why they're on your list is because you feel like you should do it to please someone else instead of moving your business forward. We had an amazing conversation inside the Vivid Business Club today in the Belief Boost session about boundaries around people's versions of you, the identity that they hold of you, and what that creates for you because of the boundaries or the expectations they have of you, right? That's all everybody else's problem. That's not your problem. But the courage and the confidence it takes to go, by the way, I'm running a business and I've got really big dreams and I really want to work hard at them. That makes people feel uncomfortable because it makes people feel uncomfortable because you're holding up a mirror to them to go, well, you're not doing anything, are you? So it makes people feel so uncomfortable for people to dream big, because people believe that dreams are the destination. They are not, they are what we get up, they are the fuel. That's what pushes us forward. You think about dreams as the destination. What's the point in daydreaming? What's the point in reading stories and imagination and just experiencing the joy of a daydream? When was the last time you daydreamed? When was the last time that and the reason why this is fresh in my mind is because I've just literally recorded this lesson for the Warrior Boss Academy. So inside the Vivid Business Club, I'm creating a whole new course that basically I'm spending my whole brain into for all of the members inside of there. And it takes you from warrior to warrior boss. Warrior Boss Academy, all over it. But in that lesson, I was talking about the fact that we have lost my thread. Bum. See, sometimes I can distract myself and I can go back to the thread. But this is evening and I haven't done a podcast recording in the evening for ages. So I don't know if I can go thread. Da, 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 da. What was the thought about? It was about belief boost session, boundaries. Dreaming, learning to dream, maybe. I'm just going to go down that way. But sometimes when we want to, sorry for the distraction as I gathered my thoughts. When we want to dream and we're using dreams as fuel, we decide that if we don't get there, that therefore we will feel inadequate. But remember, we're not our feelings. That doesn't mean if you feel inadequate, you are inadequate. It just means that you're learning to dream. Oh, that was it. When was the last time that you stood in a queue in Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, wherever you shop, Aldi, I mean, that's my fave, and you were standing in the queue waiting to pay and you didn't get your phone out? When was the last time you just let yourself daydream? So I want you to, like, the next time, like even tomorrow, as soon as you can, if you find yourself with nothing to do but waiting, don't reach for your phone, have a daydream. Just start exploring, like, how do I want to feel? Who do I want to be? I think do I want to be is a massive question, actually. It might be a bit too difficult to answer. But how do you want to feel a year from now? I'll tell you what I want to feel. I want to feel accomplished, productive. I want freedom. I want to be able to just go on holiday whenever I want. I'm lucky I get to go on holiday and I've got a really beautiful life, but I want more. And I'm not ashamed to say that I want more, because the more I get, the more I can help other people. The bigger this the Vivid Business Club gets, and the more people I can help, the more people that will believe in themselves, will believe that what they want to do is possible. There were so many people that I've worked with that have had an idea and they just didn't believe it was possible until we worked out why they didn't believe it. And a lot of the time, it comes down to fear, imposter syndrome, or worthiness. And that is what our doubt is, just all of that is rooted in it. And our doubt will show up in procrastination. So we avoid doing those things that are going to move us forward. Because then, if we're moving forward, it's unfamiliar. And our doubt doesn't like things that are unfamiliar. And what if we did get all that success? How would our life change? The identity of who we become is not going to fit everybody's expectations of us. And so that makes people feel uncomfortable. But what I have learned over the years, and really, I have really like, I've really had to get to grips with this. I've had to let go of a couple of friendships, but on the whole, my friends are here for it now. But I've had to like weather it where I'm changing and they don't really, they know me and I am Claire and I'm their friend, but there's that element of, what's she talking about? Like, and I think it's taken a few years for people to, like, I was having a beautiful conversation with my friend the other day, and it's like she was so interested and she's learning about my business and what it does. She has no idea what I do or how I earn my money, really. But she wanted to learn. But that's taken a few years, and that's no offense to her at all. She's one of my best friends. I love her. But of course, it's unusual to her, it's unfamiliar. And anybody, when they're doing unfamiliar things, it actually makes them feel really uncomfortable. And that is why you procrastinate more. Because how unfamiliar is it for you to have ample time to get the shit done that's supposed to be done? That marketing plan, that vital part, same as doing CEO admin. Inside the Vivid Business Club, there's a resource called CEO Power Plan. If you need it, let me know. It's in the community and it is in the, if you search CEO Power Plan, it will come up in the hub. Just reminded I need to do a resource page, but I have put it in there. That CEO power plan is designed for members to go, right, I really need to look at my finances. I need to look at what's coming in. I need to know what's going out. What's my sales targets for this month? What is my bold goal? What is the amount of money that I want to bring in? What do I need to focus on? Doing that work, and I'm giving ample time for you to do that, takes a lot of energy when you first start doing it because it's unfamiliar. So what is your doubt going to do when you're doing things that are unfamiliar? You're going to go out of your comfort zone. It's going to feel really uncomfortable. And then your doubt's going, oh, you're so shit at this. Oh, look, I bet when you look at your books, I bet they're really shit. You're not making enough money, are you? Oh, I thought all of those people, you thought you'd be making more money by now. By the way, running a business is not a linear progress. It goes up and down. This is why I have this massive wave behind me. People were like, why have you got a massive wave? Because I want to remind myself that it's not one way. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. But that, I've lost this train again, haven't I? Bugger, 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 bugger. This is what, like, I have not recorded a podcast late at night for a while. It's like 8:30. I'm already in bed by now. I just couldn't fit it in. Avoiding something means to run from the problems. It's time to follow time in the situation. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I like that. It's time to follow time and the situation. Avoiding something means to run from the problems. Yeah. So when you are avoiding something, you are doing the unfamiliar, so it feels uncomfortable. Therefore, you procrastinate to avoid that discomfort. It's just so much easier for your brain in that moment to say, tell you what, I'm going to procrastinate. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save it for another time. And in that moment, we think, oh, that felt good. Might get a tiny bit of dopamine from that, actually. Oh, that felt good. I'll avoid it. I'll do it tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to do it tomorrow. When really, if you ask yourself, do I trust that I'm going to do it tomorrow? But this is where discipline comes in. And there's a couple of things, two actions that I want to take you to take from this podcast as I wrap it up. Number one, I want you to daydream. I want you to stop reaching for your phone for those few seconds and just let yourself daydream. Okay. How do you want to feel? And number two, I want you to, I forgot. Bugger. Daydream. Procrastination. Oh my God, it was so good as well. Right, this is a note to self. I am not to record podcasts in the evening ever again because I lose my train. Podcast procrastination. It was all about procrastination, discomfort. No, it's gone. It was an easy one. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a really good thing that I really wanted you to take away. Oh, bum. Well, there we go. We're going to wrap up now. I'm sorry if you've just come across me. By the way, I'm a normal human being that has a busy life. I'm a wife. I am a mum. I stopped work. I cooked loads of dinner, sorting my son out. Husband's gone to the gym. I'm having to work on this big project that I'm doing. I've got three projects on the go at the moment. One of them's deadline tomorrow, thank God. And I haven't had a coffee since 1 o'clock because I don't have much caffeine anymore. So my humanness is here. And do you know what? I don't give a shit because this is who I am. This is who I am. I forgot that line. There you go. But anyway, what I want to leave you with is one, daydream more, but also if you haven't signed up to that masterclass yet and you are listening before Monday, come along. I've got a little free gift for anybody that joins live. You can watch the replay for a short amount of time afterwards. I just think it's 25 minutes for free. You can learn with easy and speedy tools to double your productivity in 7 days. And I'm not talking about you got to spend the whole day. These are one easy and speedy tool each day that will get you to double your productivity. I wish I could remember what that thing is. I'm just thinking procrastination, unfamiliar. I just want you to be aware that procrastinating over something, you're just questioning your worth, but you are worthy. Everybody is worthy of everything that they want. And in that moment, I want you to just be like, if this was anybody else, I'd do it for them. So why can't I do it for me? Have your own back and get that shit done. Try and do it. But if you do struggle, that's why I'm doing the masterclass. And I'm telling you from experience, I use these tools day in and day out. Day in, day out, always. I use these tools. I am the example that everything I teach works because I'll tell you what, if you met me 4 years ago, you wouldn't recognize me. Okay, I'm going to wrap that up now because I'm going to have to watch it back now and add the thing to the comment because, and I might put it in the show notes because it's going to really annoy me that was such a good thing to leave you with. But I'm not going to beat myself up about it because everything happens exactly as it should. Remember that. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are. The sign up for the masterclass is below if you're watching on the Instagram live or you're watching on catch up. Just comment masterclass and my robot Bob will send you the link. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day.